Then you need to set a minimum daily plan. So look, an elephant is eaten piece by piece, right? Everything is done step by step. So make sure that you set a daily minimum plan, not just a weekly one, because it's going to fall over your weekend. Now, what would be important for you and why would it be important for you to stay motivated? First of all, if you do at least something daily, then you kind of like get used to it. It's like with exercise. If you go to gym, let's say once every 2 weeks, and you just spend there a day, you're going to die the next day. It's going to be so hard for you. But if you do at least some exercises during your week and then you spend some moderate time at gym, then it's going to be much easier. So you need to set it like that. So first of all, you need to set this absolute minimum. So I know that even if I am dying at work, even if the day is the crazy, just literally crazy, I do understand that I can spend, let's say, 15 minutes to listen to a video lecture or a podcast or whatever related. You can't do that. You can do that when you are commuting, when you are waiting for the elevator. Well, let's face it, when you are sitting there pooping, brushing your teeth, whatever, there are so many opportunities when you can actually do that, right? Even if the day is the craziest, well, you are going to find these 15 minutes. Then set an okay plan for weekdays. Don't pile all the study over the weekend, because the way that it works, if you have one touch with the subject over the week, then the percentage of whatever you're going to retain is going to be very low. It's going to be around 4%. So that's why when we're talking about language studies, ACCA studies, and so on, you need to make sure that you have at least 2-3 contacts a week in order for you to actually improve. The same idea applies to gym. 2-3 contacts a week is great for your exercise. 4 is does not give you much more benefit compared to 3. But if you are just doing that once a week, that's practically nothing. So set an okay plan for weekdays. Well, think about it and be prudent, be honest to yourself. And set the plan that, for example, you can, let's say, attempt 10-mark question. Let it be not 25, because even with the, let's say, big exams, strategic papers, you still have those sub questions. So nobody is asking you to attempt full 50 marks or full 25 marks or 20 marks. You can attempt just part A or just part B. But do at least something. And then set an okay plan for weekends. And yes, I do know that you are young and you want to study and you want to party and have social life and so on, but you can find this time. Even if you have a wedding on this very day, if it's not your wedding, well, you still have something like 2 hours of studies. And as I told you, well, you do need to spend time. And like for different exams have different volume. But on a normal day, you are going to find it something like that you need something like 60 hours to watch video content, because some of the videos you'll have to rewatch twice. Sometimes you'll have to pause and think, pause and make an exercise and so on. So you should just understand that if you started your studies a month before the exam, so you basically have 4 or 5 weekends, this means that you need to spend 12 hours on just understanding the theory. And this gives us this okay plan for weekends to have 4 to 8 hours. And you have to make it. It would be great to set this best plan and so on, but make sure that you do this absolute minimum.